Hello guys, it is time for some water. Alright. So sorry I have not made a video in a few days. Not that long, really, but it's long enough that really needed to get back on it, I guess. So, what's been going on? Well, it's been a pretty slow week. I think that's pretty much why I haven't made any videos. I mean, it's just been slow. Not a whole lot is happening. And luckily, it's nice because we were kind of busy there at work, and I'm so glad we got ourselves we got ourselves caught up, and then just had an easy, relaxed week. And it's good to have those. Good to have those kind of get a breather in, get some projects done if there is anything that we need to take care of, which not a whole lot of that, but so good news. Lots of good news. Well, not lots of good news, but some good news. Hulu, for their Hulu and Hulu Plus, have acquired a lot more BBC content. So exciting! But they didn't get a lot of stuff. They didn't get they got a lot of stuff, but they didn't get a lot of the new stuff. They only have like 3 episodes, I think, of season 7 of Doctor Who. I think they made it up to 17 of Top Gear. I'm trying to think of what other one I was thinking of, or I looked at the other day, and I cannot think of it at the moment. But I'm so happy about that because that means I am that much closer to getting rid of cable completely. I don't need it. The only good thing about it right now, I say I'm trying to get rid of cable, and what am I doing? Well, I'm watching cable. Well, I still pay for it, so obviously I'm going to watch it. They've got encores going on for Orphan Black, and I love this show. I absolutely love it. Tatiana Maslany does an amazing job playing all these roles and doing it to where you think all these people are separate, like they are different people. And she does such an amazing job. And so if you see flashing and redness at the moment, it's the TV. But it's so good. The show is really good, and I'm so happy that Hulu is going to be acquiring more of that. I'm really wanting to subscribe to them very soon, hopefully, so I can get that whole thing rolling and save some money. Though I'm going to probably also, once I cancel my cable, probably up my internet speed just a little bit, maybe. I don't know. I'm thinking I'll probably cancel, go for a while, and then if I think I still need to up, I could try. Unfortunately, apparently I'm just outside the area for different features that Time Warner offers. So if I was in a better area, apparently they have this thing where they can go what was it? Run multiple lines or something, and it's all under your regular cost. Or they only charge you a little bit more. It's not a whole separate line. You actually get a lot better speeds. I don't know, something like that. I'm not sure about the whole thing. I just know somebody I talked to who happens to work for Time Warner was mentioning that, and it sounded cool. But so this weather, I tell you what, this weather, and I'm sure that lots of places around are getting this, especially East Coast and things like that. And then over, kind of East Coast, and then this whole area. So if you think of moving across, it definitely is not fun. There's a major pressure right now, and I could definitely tell ever since I was young. I mean, I think we all got messed up. My entire family gets really messed up. I'm sure other ones do too. When there's a major barometric pressure, and right now I've got this pressure in my head, and it only happens. I only notice it when changing orientation, either up or down, bending over or laying down. Sometimes I notice it. Now I know that sounds like sinuses, but I am fine. There's really no sinus congestion or anything, so I don't think it's that in any way. Thank goodness. I'm not looking forward to winter because of all the colds. I may not get super sick ever, but I get at least a cold or two here or there. A little sneezing, a little coughing, a little mucus. Gross. But yeah, I'm sure that'll be happening. Played a lot of Magic lately on Duels of Planeswalkers 2014 off of Steam. Oh gosh, I'm loving it. Oh, I'm loving it. I'm unlocking all these different decks, and I am having so much fun with it. Oh, and there's been a couple of them. This stupid thing, really quickly. Not stupid, it's awesome, but it's really annoying. Sliver creatures and such. Oh my goodness. It doesn't make it makes sense, but it doesn't make sense. Like, it seems a little OP, and if you don't know what OP is in the StarCraft world, we like to call that overpowered. And I'm looking at the idea of Sliver. Okay, so if I have a card coming out and it's a Sliver creature, and it says all Sliver creatures you control get +1/+1, and this Sliver creature is a 1/1 already. Once you play him, he becomes a 2/2. As well as any other Sliver creatures you have out on the battlefield. Those creatures also get +1/+1 if they are also a Sliver creature. Now, I didn't understand right away because I thought, okay, I have to play this guy. Other ones. But technically, Magic is very good at throwing out words, and you go by those words like literally. The actual reason we say literally is because you could put it on paper and it would read exactly as you were trying to say what it's supposed to do. Anyways, literally, it says it says all Sliver creatures you control get +1/+1, meaning that one is one you control, so you get that one to get +1/+1 right away. But, see, here's the thing. Each of these Sliver creatures that come out may have a different thing. Might have a thing called haste, which means that as soon as you play it, you can attack. Where normally, once you play it, it has summoning sickness. You gotta wait your turn to come around again, then you can play it. And other ones might have first strike and double strike and all these different things. Lifelink, I don't know. I'm assuming they have all the different things. But all it has to be, like, here's a +1/+1, here's a death touch, here's a first strike, and it says that on all cards, it says all Sliver creatures you control have this. Well, that means it goes all the way across. So death touch, lifelink, haste, first strike, whatever's on each of those cards is given to all of them. You see how overpowered this sounds? And it is. It's so overpowered, I think. I don't know. As long as you build your deck to where you can get a lot of this stuff happening, oh my goodness, it can be unstoppable. Problem is, you're going to have to do a tricolor deck, which is, I think, hard. I don't know anything about that yet. I'm still a noob, so I don't think I'd be able to play that as well as it should be. Or build, I should say build it. You give me a deck, I could play it, but to actually build a deck from scratch, that's anything past 2-color, no, not going to happen. Anyways, moving on. Last two things I want to talk about real quickly is I watched Silent Hill Revelation, the second iteration that came out. Unfortunately, and there's two big unfortunately. One, the first one was way better, okay? It was just way better. They really should have just stopped with the first one now that I've seen this. But I would have been, once I watched the first one, I'm like, oh gosh, I hope they come out with the second one, thinking, surely they won't ruin it. They did. I didn't think the second one was all that great. It was okay. I marked it in Netflix as I liked it, but that was it. 3 stars. That was it. If I could have gave it 2.5, I would have done it. Been like, it's okay. Like, that's what I wanted it to say above like 2.5 stars. I've been like, it's okay. This movie, it's okay. Yeah, so I watched that. The other unfortunate thing is it came out in the peak of 3D movies, and a couple reviews I read before I watched it said it right. It is kind of grainy, and the effects that they did, if it wasn't in 3D and they did something else, it would have been fine. It probably would have been fine. I wouldn't have had a problem with the effects. But unfortunately, it was made for 3D. Not a movie that got remastered into 3D. It was made for 3D. So, of course, it was crap. And I would use another word. But sometimes there might be kids watching. I don't know. You shouldn't let kids watch my show, even though I don't have anything too crazy going on. Or my channel. But, you know, I'm just saying. I could use another word for it, because it would have fit it way better. But anywho, last thing, and this would probably be the title of my video, because it happens. It happens to all of us, and it happened to me. I finished Derek Season 1 on Netflix. It's with Ricky Gervais. He's a caretaker. He's a volunteer, I think, at this nursing home, and they kind of have I don't call it a mockumentary, but they pretend like it's a documentary about a nursing home and their workers and stuff, and it's really cool. They did a very good job with it. At first, I didn't like it. Like the first couple episodes, I'm like, it's okay. It's okay. I don't know. Then I watched some more, and I really got into it. I'm just like, oh, all the feels after like the first or two episodes. Kind of have some feels, you know. It's a nursing home. Things happen, right? It's a nursing home. People die. And it was like, that's sad. But I won't spoil anything at all. But I want to say the last episode I watched today, many feels. And that's probably what I'm going to call it, many feels. But I'm going to say it to you, because if you actually watch this entire video to the end, you are awesome. And I thank you so much. Please give the video a good thumbing, because that's always a good thing before you close out of this. But I had all the feels, like literal man tears feels happening. I'm not going to spoil and tell you what it is. If you have Netflix, go watch this season. Go watch Season 1, which is all there is right now. I hope there's a Season 2. I so hope there's a Season 2. As much as I used to not really be a huge fan of Ricky Gervais, I really hope that they come out with a Season 2. But anyways, this video is way too stinking long, and I need to go. I know I only have like 11 subscribers, but I want to make sure that I am keeping in touch with all of you. And to my newest subscriber, because I know who it was, because they said that they subscribed, and I thank you so much. And because you know who you are, I will miss you and your family so much. And I really hope that you guys have all the luck and all the success in your new location. And you're in my prayers and thoughts. And I hope that everything goes fantastically, because that's a great word to use for this. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go to bed. Hence the water. Oh, I'm very yellow right now. I'm gonna go. I'm tired. Hopefully all this head pressure goes away. Yeah, I am going to probably make a video tomorrow. Really quickly, I'm going to make a video tomorrow talking about a thing that I kind of hinted on way back. And I want to talk about it. I'm finally ready to talk about it. It's been about a month. I want to talk about it. So stay tuned. Watch for it. And I will talk to you guys again tomorrow. Bye.